Oh, yes. Hi. Did you say good morning? Woof. Say good morning. Woof, woof, woof. Good morning, everyone. Lola's saying plenty of good mornings. How are you all today? Let's see. It's Wednesday. Wait, no. It's Thursday? It's Thursday. Yay! It's Thursday. How did I think it was still Wednesday? Hi everybody. I'm so glad you could join me. And let's see. This is Cricut Chat. Just if you're new, just let you know this is Cricut Chat. My name is Rita, and so this is called Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. But you can just call me Rita. And the chat part is part of the fun thing with this program. There's a ton of people on the chat all the time, and so if you're new, please say hello. Hold on a second. No, 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 no. You may not do watercolor this morning, not without my supervision. All right, so good morning, everybody. We are working on a cute little card that I just put together after after going through some pictures. I don't think I told you before. I happened to be. Did you just take something? I happen to be the person that got all the pictures in my family, and I've been sort of going through them after they've sat in my closet for a couple of decades. And watercolors must be supervised. He just walked off with something. I know he did. He was trying to watercolor on his own. That was Teddy. What are you doing? He's got something over there. I'm not gonna bother. If I hope it's nothing important. I try to keep the important stuff up high. Anyway, so I've been going through all of these pictures mostly because I wanted to sort of jog my mom's memory. My mom, who's 80, is in a sort of a facility, sort of like independent living, and she's had some cognitive decline. So I wanted to sort of jog her memory and remind her about the family that we had and that she created and everything else. And so that, and coupled with, I was going through and changing out all my Valentine's paper and my like in my winter, anything winter Valentines, and putting in my spring. I came across this paper pad that I purchased last year from Michael's. So here it is. It's one of those hot buys, and the way they do it at Michael's, or they've been doing it at Michael's, is you, when they go on sale, these are normally $20, 19.99. When they go on sale, they're usually buy one get two free. And so I always just pick up, the three or sometimes six paper pads, not knowing exactly what I'm going to do with them. And then later on, start looking through them. And I just love this color scheme. And I just started looking through this. And it's all that beautiful sort of faded aqua color that I love. Lots of yellows. I don't often use too much yellow in my designs. And then I happen upon so inside of these paper pads, often they will put, where is it? They'll put these little things that you're supposed to, I suppose, cut out and use as part of your cards or part of your scrapbook. But I mostly use them to sort of be inspired as to what I wanted to make. So I saw this bicycle, and then I saw capture every moment, and I thought, let me use this paper pad and create a little card. We're looking for evergreen cards here that we can keep in our boxes. Remember our little photo boxes? We can keep in our photo boxes to give out whenever we feel the need. So that's what we're working on right now, evergreen material. So we will, going forward, be working on Easter things, as well as next Tuesday. We have a Tuesday, it's February 22nd of 2022 is Tuesday. And so we're going to have to do something for that. So that's next Tuesday. Now, tomorrow we have our freebie Friday. And I want to point out, this is the freebie that we're doing tomorrow. It's called a bunny feet belly box. Okay. It's called a belly box because in the middle, you see, is a box where his belly would be, right? And then it has obviously these adorable feet and then a really cute face. Now, this is free. It's for Freebie Friday. So you need to go over to My Scrap Chick if you want to make this with me. You want to go over to myscrapchick.com and look for it. It's on their home page of their shop right here. Okay. Now, this is only going to be free until the end of February. So you need to go in and you have to go through the checkout process and then download. This is very important. Download before the end of February because otherwise it will go back up to its $3 price. They change out their freebies every month. Okay. And they are also having a sale currently. So check out, they have some pretty cute things. Check out their sales, 20% off of all SVGs until Monday. And they have lots of really cute things, a lot of really fun, pretty. I love this. This one's great. I might have to pick that one up. It's a cute easel card. So anyway, that is for tomorrow. And then just to give you an idea of like going forward, on Sunday, we have our next live from Create and Escape in downtown PVD Square that we're meeting up with Wendy and our friends Wendy and Pasquale, and we are going to be doing a really interesting sign that it's not just painting. Is she has cut out these pieces for it's a St. Patrick's Day sign. So I'm going to try to get an image of that so that you can see what we're going to be making. She'll also have kits if you're local and you want to buy all the pieces, and she'll make me probably paint. I'm not a super big fan of painting, but I will try, and we'll have a lot of fun there. Also, let's see, today is the day that we're going to pick the next winner, or that I will announce the next winner for our ongoing giveaway. So if you're new, every month I do giveaways at value at $500 a month. These are giveaways for Cricut products, and they're provided by our friends over at Cricut. And this month we're giving away 5 Cricut Bright Pad Go's. These are the light tablets that you can use for weeding or for any kind of small detail craft that you might like to do. The retail value is $100, and they are like chargeable, so you can take them. That's the reason why they're called Go, Bright Pad Go. And this is free to enter any of my contests. I never charge any money to enter, and I always put when there is a giveaway going on, we do always put the link on how to enter. So the first time you go in, you just have to make sure you're subscribed. Maybe you're already subscribed, and if so, you should just go and make sure you enter your name and email address, and then you can come back every single day and put your name in for this prize. So this has been going on since the beginning of February. We have until, I think it's next Friday. You have until next Friday to get your name in. I still have 3, including today, 3 to give away. So after today, there'll be still 2 more chances for you to get this prize. So if you are interested, definitely go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. We are making amazing progress there. I'm shooting for a goal for my birthday. My birthday's in April, and I'm trying to hit 20,000. I'm actually this close to 19,000. So that's all on you guys. Thank you so much for making that happen. And so do follow the link and just do that. If after you've logged in, you want to get a name in, all you have to do is share, like, or comment on any of my videos. There are hundreds and hundreds of them. Yeah, I can talk. And I do so appreciate you for helping me reach those goals. Also, just need to give my plug, because my friends always tell me I have a Patreon account. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it's like a way that you can support me. And I've been working with some people, including a website designer and also my friends Bren and Shirley, just to kind of come up with ways to increase my patronage. So what that is if you find value in this, I'm never going to charge you money. But if you find value in this program, this type of thing, you can sign up to give me a pledge, like a monthly pledge. I think the minimum is $5. I'm going to look to change it to $3, but you can just give me this monthly pledge, and I use that money to help me keep the business afloat, so I can continue to craft, because I don't know what I would do if I couldn't craft on a daily basis. So there is that. It's at Patreon, Patreon, and you'd find me at Miss Rita to the Rescue 1. So thanks everybody that already are my patrons. I do appreciate it. I'm going to have a we're going to think about how we're going to make patrons more special, because I really need to focus on that. But I see Emmy, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, I just want to say hello before we get started. Hi, we got Fear for Less. I love that name. Sharon, hi Bren. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Loretta, for posting that. So if you're on the chat, there are two basic chats. I see them together, but we stream live on Facebook and also on YouTube every day at 9 o'clock. And you're welcome to jump on the chat during that time. Hi, Emily. I hope you're okay. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, hi, Christine. How are you? Oh, that's your name. Oh, see how people use different handles on YouTube? Sometimes, like, I think Leilani did that too one time. So anyway, so today we're going to be working on this card that I created, and it was just something. I liked the bicycle, and I wanted to make a card with a bicycle. I hadn't yet made a card with a bicycle, and I wanted to use this paper pack. So I came up with this idea. I would change out, like, capture every moment. I was just thinking of when I was looking at these pictures. Let me just show you. This is my sister, my younger sister, and she absolutely loved her big wheels when she was a kid. Do you remember the big wheels? And so I was looking at this picture and I was like, yeah, this is the same sister. She was just adorable as a kid. And so I was thinking about bikes and how, as a kid, we didn't have we had skates, but they were the metal kinds. And but we had bicycles. We always had bicycles. And I remember my dad riding them, our little bikes. He was riding our little bikes. And every once in a while he'd just jump on. And I'm thinking, I have a bike and it looks a lot like this, but I hardly ever use it. And I'm going to make a point this spring to get it out, make sure the tires are full, and just go for a little bike ride and enjoy that, because there's nothing like riding a bike. And so that's what I was thinking here. I was thinking, a bike ride, capture every moment. I was thinking of pictures, and that's how I came up with this card. And I don't know that I need to go through all the details, but I thought, here are here's a card that I made. I'm going to show you how to put together the card. And then I thought, you know, I love that typewritten. Remember those? I'm doing a lot of memory stuff, but you remember those when we were kids? They had these like wheels. I think they were called like a dino labeler or something. It was like a circle, and you would move the circle to the letter that you want, and then you would punch it, and it would take this tape that was adhesive and leave like an imprint in there so you could label your stuff. This was pre-label makers. And so I always kind of liked that. It looked really cute. And so that's what I was going at with this capture every moment, because it was like on a little strip of paper. So yeah, so that's what I was thinking about. So um oh, really? Somebody else shares my birthday. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. It was called the Dino Wheel. Dymo. That's what it was called. I love that thing. That was so awesome. It was like new tech. So that's what I was thinking when I created the little capture every moment. I thought, well, you know, you would do this and it would always be slightly curved, and then you would take off the sticky and apply it. Most of the time it would stay. And then all I did was create, you know, this little card. I didn't put a sentiment on the inside, but we can do that. So I will give you this file. Let me just save it, and then I'm going to show you how I came up with it. So this is even though I'm going to give you the file, sometimes the a file is not available. So I want to show you in my head how I came up with the design for the card. So usually what I do is I start with an image. So as we've done before, yesterday we did rainbow. Today I was thinking bicycle. So I went and just typed in bicycle into the search, and there are 277,000 bicycles here. I'm sure to find one that I like, and I want to do a cut bicycle. So here we go. See, this one is a print, and I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they've added this. So they have like scissors, and then they have like a printer, and I think they have like a little pencil that shows draw. But I wanted to look around and look for sort of an old fashioned looking bicycle. This looks familiar, but it's not the same one that I used. I wanted I think I wanted to make sure it had the basket. Because remember the basket? Oh my gosh. The basket was like so important. And mine had daisies on it. It was so cute, white with daisies on it. And you would put everything in there. But like, what did we carry around? Nowadays, we carry around a phone all the time. But I don't know what we put in there. But it was just fun. And remember, like with the kickstand, oh my goodness, I remember my dad going crazy because he used to like keep the driveway so nice and clean and well, like pot or what they put on there, like a tar thing. And he never liked it when you left your bicycle kickstand in there and on a hot day, because it would leave an imprint. And so that was like, you know, kind of a pain for my dad. My dad was a stickler, just like my sister, just like that. But let's see, I'm still looking for this bike that I used. I don't think it was. No, that's not it. It was one that I used. You know what we can do is we can actually cancel and go back to our bicycle here and have a look at what we use. So by clicking on the title, you see this title, Capture Every Moment. I can then come here and click on images and fonts used, and look, lo and behold, it shows me what I've used. So I have used the bicycle as well as a couple shapes and this font. Yay! That's a great way to find out if you can't remember where to find it. And by the way, if you wanted to actually put it into your file, you would just click on that image number. So this one is image number MD4337B, 7B. Okay. And we're just going to, I clicked through on that so that it would find it. And if we wanted to look at the entire image set, we can do that. Look, it's called Close to My Heart Flower Market. Do you guys remember Close to My Heart? It was a scrapbooking company. And this is a great image set, Close to My Heart. And it has like over 300 images on there. So there's a lot. And they are all available to us if you are an Access subscriber. So look at all these great images. Look at this one. We're going to have to use this. I'm going to save that one. But there's just a lot here, including our bicycle. So let's grab our bicycle and we'll come back to this. Oh, all my favorite things, mason jars and umbrellas and bumblebees. This is a great image set to know. Oh, look at this one, a typewriter, the globes. Remember the globes? Oh my gosh. Here it is. Here's our bicycle. So I'm going to save that because maybe I'll use it again. But then I'm going to also click on it and bring it into my canvas. Okay. And now that I've done that, I'm going to turn this one off just so you can see. All right. So it's really cute. It's not my signature green, so I do need to change that. I'm going to show you how to do that. And you notice that the basket is slightly different color than the bike, but it's really cute. And it, let me just show you. So let's ungroup this. And so there's the color. We'll just go up here and change it to my signature green that I love so much. And then here's the basket, which I think I'm going to change to white. No, maybe not, because I'm going to use kind of a white background. So maybe I'll choose like a darker green or something. And then what I love, here are the wheels. And this piece, I'm going to use one of my sheets of holographic paper that I have from Michael's. And I'll show you about that if you've not ever purchased Michael's crafts cardstock. It's really they've got a lot of really great glitters and holographic. And then you have these little tiny pieces that you will need to keep track of. I had to print them or cut them twice because this is for the handle and this is for the for right here for the pedal. Yeah, and then the seat. So they're kind of small, but those are the only small pieces. And I just think it's so cool. And I think I'm going to let the paper do the work, you know, do the heavy lifting on this. And so it just needs sort of a sentiment. So I was thinking of the Dymo writers, and I thought, you know, it always looked like it was like a typewriter, or it had a very basic font. You know, you couldn't change that. So I thought capture every moment. So let's go over to the text, and I'm just going to type capture. This is the text that I was using before I came on, capture every moment. So this is DJ Juicy. So it's really cute, but not really what I had in mind. So I'm going to then go up here to font, and I'm going to actually type in here, type, TYPE, and see what comes up. So you'll see here that there are quite a few of these type, and I'm going to choose this one, which is upper and lowercase. It's called typewriter standard STD regular. So let's choose that. And once I do that, it will, I hope, change my font. Yes, it does. So there it is, capture every moment. Now, I did put this on, like I did hit carriage return when I did this, but if you didn't, I just want to show you that trick. So if you can just type whatever you want, in here. It doesn't have to be the way that you want it, but I'm going to put these individually on a square, like the Dymo label thing. So I hit carriage return or return, and I wanted them separately. So here they are, but these are still together. So if I want to do them separate, if I'm sure that that's the size that I want, which I'm not 100% sure, but I think it would look kind of cute if they were different sizes anyway. But I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm going to ungroup two lines right here. So I have the font selected and go to advanced and do ungroup two lines. Now each word is its own layer, you see. And then I can go over to shapes and just pull up a shape. And I think what I'll do is I'll grab this regular square. And I don't want anything rounded for this because, again, with those Dymo, it was just like at the end you would click in the handle and it would just cut it right off. So that's what I was thinking. And I'm going to just turn this to white. Although I could change the color here. And maybe make it sort of peachy or something like that, because they did have different colors. So then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to stretch it and make sure that it fits over there. And the way to do that is go up here to arrange and choose to send it back. Okay. So by doing send it back, it shows, okay, this is going to fit. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. So let's make it a little smaller. And if you like this look, just go ahead and select it and then hit duplicate twice. And we'll do the same thing with capture. So arrange it to the back, and for every, arrange it to the front. Okay. And then I think what I'll do is make these certain size, like just make it so that, like, as if you were, you know, cutting off at that point, right? And so this one needs to be made smaller. All right. Now these might be a little big, but at this point, don't worry. We're going to sort of put it all in the framework of a card. So I'm just going to group these. And I don't think it's like super proportionate to the bike just yet. So let's figure that out next. So I think this is going to be cool. Let me just make sure my bike is all put together. I'm going to group this, and then I can move it around. Oops, I missed a piece. All right, gotta send that to the front, and I'm going to group it. I hope that that's going to grab it. Yeah. Okay. So now let's put a card. So I think because it's a bicycle, we want a landscape instead of a portrait card. And I like the idea of a rounded because, rounded softer, and we're doing memories, that sort of thing. And memories are soft and all of that stuff. And Bran, oh, you got to go. Oh, Bren. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to shapes. And instead of, cutting out this really like square, this sharp corner, we're going to do a square, or like a rounded corner square. And we'll make it landscape. So unlock it. And so we're going to make the width 7 and the height 5. Okay. And that's going to be the size of our card. Let's just change it. I'm going to change it to, I don't know, this color, because I'm going to use patterned paper on that. So I'm going to arrange this to the back, and then I'm going to start taking my elements and sort of resizing it. So obviously these are way too big. So let's make them a little bit smaller, because we don't want them like overwhelming the card. And then maybe like sort of stagger them a little bit so that it looks kind of sort of funky. They might still be a little bit too big. I like the size of the bicycle though. So I think maybe I do need to make these a little bit smaller. We don't want them to overwhelm the card, you know. And then the other thing that I like to do when I'm making cards is I like to have some frames or mats, so to speak. I don't like to just put it on the card, which is why I haven't made the actual card base yet. I like to have a few frames. It just looks more professional to me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select that square and we're going to go up here and do offset. And we will do, I don't know, 1/4 inch offset here. So now I have this color and this color. So let's change the colors. Obviously, we're going to color coordinate, and I can change this color to, I don't know, pink? Not pink. That might, yellow. Yellow would look good. Okay. All right. All right, so starting to shape up and I'm really liking it. Now I have to make sure that it's going to fit on a card base. So I'm going to also use this as the card base. So let's first group this whole thing because then it will make it easier. I think that sizing is good. Now it's a little bit bigger than 5x7, and by grouping it all together, you can just go ahead and switch it down to 5x7. And I had to unlock this so that it would be in that size. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the card base super simple. I want to use that rounded rectangle again, going back to shapes, and I'm choosing the rounded rectangle. Once it comes in, I am going to size it to 5x7. I'll turn it white. I'm going to unlock, make it 7x5, really, because it's a landscape, right? And once I have that, I'm going to duplicate it. Let's change it to white. And duplicate it. And now what we're going to do is take these two pieces and we are going to sort of push them up so that they're close to touching. Okay, so this becomes like a tent card. It's a mountain fold. Okay, so we need to create a Polaroid frame would look really cute too, right? Yeah. Oh, I love talking about this stuff with you guys. Anyway, so here are the two pieces. Now what we're going to do is get them real close and almost overlapping, but not terribly overlapping, just enough, just a little bit. And then we can select both of these and go to a line, and we can do a line left, because what that's going to do is make sure that they are in the right position. Once they're in the right position, we can hit weld. And if we did this right, no, we didn't do this right, because you see that there is this cut line in here. I don't want to do that. So I need to go back, use my back button. Isn't the back button great? I wish it was like for everything, the back button. Life, you know? All right, let's see if that works. So we're going to do this again and align left and then weld. And the reason why I know that the weld didn't really work is that there was still a line in the middle here. So I didn't want that line because that's a cut line. I want to add a score line though, which is right here in shapes at the top. All right, so there's my score line. I have to just stretch it, but I also have to move it to horizontal position. And I'm going to sort of put it in at that sort of notch, there. And you might have to rearrange it because you did move it around there. But this is going to work right here at the notch. And then group this and attach it. So now we have, this is just the base of the card. Now, let me point out that if you have joy and you want to do this card, you can absolutely do this card. You won't be able to do the joy, you won't be able to do this size card with the scoring, but you can use the same elements and put it all together. You could use the index cards that come, or even just cut things out and put them together. It's really a cute little idea. So feel free to like modify it so that it works for you. You might want to change the sentiment, capture every moment. I don't know. Like, I just thought that was kind of cute, and it was part of the paper that I chose. So now I'm ready to cut out. And again, we could put a sentiment in here. I just want to point out something that's brand new over here on the left hand side. I know it's small, but here there's something called phrases. And if you click on there, you can find all the phrases that you could possibly want. So capture every moment. I don't know, like I don't know what goes with that, but I don't know, something like enjoy the memories or something. How about memories? We'll type in memories. And see what we come up with. Now, the cool thing about this is you can use a different language. So this is Cricut's effort to get international, which is cool. Or you could also choose the operation type. So if we wanted to do a sentiment on the inside and do a draw only sentiment, we can choose that, and we can filter down to paper storage. Oh, you guys are talking about paper storage? um, I saw something, and thank you, Mia. All right, sorry, we're just waiting. There are no phrases that are drawn, so I'm going to have to take off that and see what I get. All right, so I don't see any that are um so how about something like making memories? That's really cute. Let the memories begin. That's adorable. Summer memories, spring memories. So there's quite a few here. So we can pull those in. And I love to use my vinyl. I'm going to use my vinyl for the front of the image with the capture every moment. But I'm also thinking now that I don't have a written sentiment, I'm going to have to use vinyl for the written sentiment. So here we go. Spring memories. Do I want that? No, I think I like this. Let the memories begin. So I'm going to get rid of these and something like that. So that's if you want a sentiment on the inside, and do cut this out in vinyl. I'm going to show you how to weed the vinyl as well. So let's put this together uh, and see how we put it together. So the first thing that I did do is I cut this out, the sentiments, in vinyl. This is just regular black shiny. It's shiny vinyl. So I just want to show you how I weeded it. I cut it out. Capture. I cut it up two of them, and I wasn't careful about like, well, I want it to be in order, because remember, we're going to put them individually. So all we need to do is, oh, there's my other piece. Okay. Is to pull at the top left, or you can do right if you want, and slowly pull this away, because we've got these little pieces, and they can sometimes lift. So, which is why I always cut out more than I need. Like right here, this capture, I always cut out, like, if I need two, I cut out 3 or 4, just in case it doesn't weed properly. Like right here, this capture is not weeding super properly, but that's okay. I did get it. All right. Capture every moment. There you go. And then we're just going to weed inside of the letters. this. And I actually cut these out separate just because I wanted to just show you how I put this together. And you never know, you could use these even if you cut them out and you don't need them. You could use them for something else. You could store those away. And we do need some transfer tape, right? So we can use these because I already cut them out. So I just have a little piece of transfer tape. Actually, I don't even need this big. This is sort of going to do it, right? So just so that you know, we'll get this started and then we'll work on the bicycle. So let's go ahead and put these on and let them sit. We don't need to transfer them just yet, you know, whatever. 1, 2, is that all the transfer tape I have? I always have little bits of transfer tape hanging around here. They are reusable, which is great. So remember, you could choose whatever color you want to do here. I just chose black because it was handy. But if you have like white, we did yesterday, we did white. And we've done the holographic vinyl. We've done like a foil vinyl. These are all vinyls that I've gotten in my mystery boxes. I do not go out and buy vinyl on my own. It's just something I just collect with mystery boxes. So let's go ahead and move these out of the way. There we go. Let's put together our bicycle because that's the best part. Here's the card base, and these are the two colors that I picked out. So a gingham check and this, but you do you know, you pick out your own. All right, so that's the card base. Let's put together the bicycle. So here's my bike, and this is holographic silver paper. I got this at Michael's. Hold on a sec. So Michael sells now all of these foil cardstock paper packs, and that's what this is from. This is actually holographic paper that they sell in one pack. It's usually 25 sheets, but this is the one I happen to grab just now. But this one is for 5 different color foils. They also have a pastel foil. They have silver. They have gold. So you decide what you want to do. But I just liked this for this one, and that is our base. And then we're going to take and put the pieces on. I'm using glue inside of a very nice precision tip glue bottle. And the big aha moment I had this weekend was I'm always fussing with my glue. And because the tip, especially with the precision tip, always gets clogged, right? So I had an aha moment when I was looking around. I don't even know where, I don't even know who, but they stored it in a juice glass like this. Now they did have their tip on the top because otherwise it would just all flow out. But what that does is sort of like when we store our pens, it keeps all the glue at the bottom, and therefore it cannot, if it's closed up, it cannot get cruddy, you know, dried and cruddy. So that was my big aha moment. I hope that you guys try that. It's really it's cool. It's a cool trick, not my trick, but I'm passing it along. Oops, you know what I just did? I put this on here and I didn't think to put the bicycle wheels first because these are fenders, right? So we need to put the bicycle wheels first. So let's go ahead and do that. And you do not need a lot of glue, folks, just enough to tack it on. And you want to try to keep it away from that holographic paper because it will kind of ruin the look of the holographic paper. We want those wheels to shine on, shine on, Harvest Moon. All right. So now we can go ahead and put this on. I might have to add a little bit more glue. I was talking too much. Hey, while I'm talking, I am going to tell you who won the third Bright Pad Go. Are you ready? I'll tell you in a second. Let me just get this part on. What? So the winner of the number 3 Bright Pad Go is our friend Shirley Bain. She is the winner. So I hope, and I know it's been a tough week for Shirley with Melody. They were close, and so I was really happy when I don't know, this kismet or whatever, but I'm telling you, I do not pick the winners. I just go in and ask to give a winner, and that was the name that came up, and I said, awesome, my friend Shirley won. So that's pretty cool, I think. So Shirley, you know what to do. You had to send me an email at Miss Rita to the rescue at gmail.com. Now look here, I put too much glue on this and it's going to come all like seeping out. So I need to get rid of some of that. And then I have this little quick pick me up stick thing. I actually found this through Melody. She was using this and I was like, what that? And she was like, oh, it's called a quick stick. All right. So I'm going to take off a little bit of that glue. So Shirley, congratulations. Send me an email, okay? And by the way, if anybody's listening and they just ever want to ask a question or whatever, you can always send me an email. I try to respond best I can. But again, my email address is missrita@gmail.com. So we've got this little basket, and you know what? If you are feeling adventurous, you could maybe find some flowers and put in there, but I'm just going to leave it empty because I can't remember what we would put in our baskets. All I could think of is like, I remember as a kid, I loved lilacs, and for a long time, lilacs and lily of the valley. And where I lived, which is in Peabody, as I started middle school and stuff, we moved up to Peabody, and there was a lot less construction. I think I put too much glue on that, but there was a lot less construction in Peabody. I did put too much glue. And there was this one lot down by Cedar Pond that it would have the most amazing lilac bushes, just awesome. And I would go there, drive on my bike, and I would go and take my mom's like one pair of scissors, which she didn't like, and cut lilacs until finally when they started to develop that land, and there's been a development there since like the 80s. My father said, maybe we should go. And since it was like, we didn't know whose land it was. This is probably so against the law, but this was when we were kids. I don't know if I can get prosecuted for this, but, but my dad and I went down there and we dug up just one tiny root of the lilac that was there because they were going to just take them all out. And so we had that lilac tree in our backyard ever since. And it flourished. It was really pretty. It was like the purple lilacs. My sister really likes lilacs now. I mean, I love lilac. I love all flowers. But so last year she lives in a condo. So last year she said, Rita, can I buy a lilac and put it in your yard, because I just love them, and so when they start to bloom, I'll just come and take them. Is that okay? And I said, yeah, absolutely, absolutely fine. So she bought a nice lilac and we put it in on the side of the house. So I don't know that this year we'll get flowers on it, but going forward, she just loves lilac. Loves it. So my favorite's been peonies, which I always have gorgeous peonies in my yard. Those are old. They've been there forever. All I did was cultivate them. So I have a whole like wall of peonies. And then I did also put in hydrangea bushes because I love those too. With the big mop heads, all different kinds of hydrangea. So I'm not a good vegetable grower, but I love flowers. Um, so you'll see those as it gets closer to spring. We also have rhododendron, and we have what else? Irises that I took from my father's when my father passed. I took from his house irises that they were going to just take up when we had to sell the house, and just sort of retransplanted them at the house. So that was really awesome. And yeah, let's have fun with flowers. Okay, so there's my mask. There's my card. There's the mat, and then here is the second mat, which I kind of like because it's sort of like, celebration type of thing. And you notice that I put double-sided tape on the back because sometimes if you put glue, even if it's just a small amount of glue, um, you can feel it. And what am I doing here? I want my True Control knife. I got my son hooked on the True Control knife. Now he's using it, and he said, "Mom, can you get me more of these? Because the thing dulled." And I'm like, "You can just change out the blade. Did you know that?" He's like, "Oh no, I didn't know that." So that keeps it from leaving in a mystery from my studio. It's oftentimes if he finds something he likes, that's what he does. Now this I don't know what to do about because my glue is sort of poking out over there. I guess I'm just going to have to wipe it off and just be glad that um, it's not dried up. All right. Oh, so excited! I heard yesterday from the ARC. We have an ARC. I don't know if you guys have that, but we have Northeast ARC, and that I work with my son, and we are going to be able to go back to the Y, and do some swimming because during COVID I haven't been able to uh, go out. So excited yesterday because starting in March we're going to be able to go to the pool there, and they have the most awesome pool. And Owen and I can go there. I was thinking that we would like to take a yoga class together, but they don't have that many yoga classes anymore. I don't know why. Maybe they're all online. I don't know. But I love a good yoga class. All right. So there's my bike. And I'm just pressing it on there. And then let's talk these things. So these are the little pieces of paper. Where are they? I don't have all three. Where's three? Oh, hey, look at this picture I found. This is me, with my buck teeth. But this is proof that I liked guinea pigs way back in the day. That's a guinea pig. It wasn't ours. It was like one of those that you take care of from like school on school vacation. My sister was the rodent person, but I did like my guinea pigs. They're so cute. I say hello to mine every day, feed them all kinds of greens. Boy, do they love lettuce and cucumbers and things like that. So they have a pretty fun time. And they week at me in the morning. Week, week, week. Like, oh, you're here. Feed us. I mean, they always have hay and stuff, but they just love that morning, their morning veggies. Sometimes I throw in a little bit of fruit there too. So there, that's what I'm doing now. I might cut this up a little bit, but basically I just took with my transfer tape and I'm pressing it down. You can use whatever. You can use your little scraper, whatever you use. Sometimes I just use my fingernail and make sure that it's coming off all the way. There you go. And turn it around. And here's my little piece that I cut out. I'm afraid I don't know where my other one is. I have capture every, but I don't have the square for moment. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I don't want to go back to my machine and cut. She's just going to take this and cut it out from here. Because you improvise when you're doing stuff like this. I don't want to go back to my machine and cut something out. And this was already actually used. That's why you keep scraps, folks. And here, that's good. All right. And this, got an extra bike seat hanging around. All right. So what else is there to talk about while I finish this up? Remember tomorrow's freebie. That's myscrapchick.com. Remember that we still have 2 winners to pick from the February giveaway. Love to hear what you guys want to win in March. I did get the go ahead if you wanted to do the new 360 lights. As long as they're in stock, we can give them away. Only problem with that is that they're $200, so I can't give as many of them away. I'm limited to $500 a month. So so there's that. I was thinking, now that we've got some like cardstock back in stock and everything, that maybe you'd like to do a Rita special. I could pick all of my favorite stuff and send them to you for March, like paper and stuff, kind of like my own little mystery box. And I could send out like $100 packages. We could do 5 of them, but I don't know if you guys want to do that or not. So there it is. Capture every moment. Capture every moment. And I am just going to glue these on. So get my glue out. And the fact that they're kind of like, maybe they're not super lined up is okay with me, because I look at this, first of all, it is a handmade thing. And, you know, you don't have to have that much perfection in your product. But also, it just sort of reminds me that, you know, even if you don't look the way that you want to look, or you don't, you know, you don't like to take photos. I think someone was saying last night that Melody didn't like to take photos, but she has, you know, a slew of video available, but she didn't like to take too many photos. The thing is that you take photos for the people that you're going to be leaving behind, right? So like these photos of, like, where's this one here? There's my, where is it? That's my grandmother, and that's my Uncle Jimmy. who had he had developmental delay, and they weren't from the same family, but the fact that they were sitting there together for somebody's birthday, I think it was probably Teresa's birthday, to me means a lot. And you know, 1965 Christmas, that's what it was, 1965. So that is just such a precious memory for me. So it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be preserved. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you the file for this, so I'll put it in the description of the video. Hopefully everybody can access it. And tomorrow, don't forget, we're going over to My Scrap Chicken. We're going to be doing that belly box. Next week, also more cards. We're going to be doing some not St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and some springish cards. And hopefully I'll be able to incorporate some memory things there. That would be fun. And I'm just having such a great time on this journey. I hope you are too. And I thank you so, so much for your faithfulness. It's really appreciated. And just one last thing before I let you go. I did get a few cards in the mail. I know I usually save these for Friday, but look, this is from Kathy, my friend in Idaho. She made the Valentine picture. And she says, thank you for sharing your talent online with us. I've learned so much from you, Kathy, my friend in Idaho. And she also sent me this. And Kathy, I don't know if you're watching, but it came in a special envelope. I got the feeling like maybe at the mail center they ripped the envelope, so they did the envelope, so it was ripped a little bit here, but this is what I got. Isn't that great? This is called an Anna Griffin flip card, and she made it with, look at the butterflies and the flowers. Isn't that great? So cool. But thank you, Kathy. This one is from my friend Annette, who does a lot of cards, and I think this probably was done with her joy. It says, a friend is someone who reaches for your hand and touches your heart. Isn't that great? That's so awesome. And then the last one I got was this Happy Valentine's Day from Wendy Casper, and she's in Minnesota. And I love this. It looks like she hand penciled in that robot, which I just love. Oh my gosh, I love colored pencils, don't you? We should do a colored pencil project. So thank you all for the great cards. And I still have some that I need to show you that I got at Christmas time. So it's kind of crazy. But thank you. I hope you enjoyed today. And we will see you again, hopefully tomorrow. Have a wonderful day crafting, folks. Do get some crafting in. It is such a salve for the soul. It really is. So talk to you later. Bye.